Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to Sanjo Movie Reviews. Today we are going to talk about a movie that is released on Netflix in 2024. The name of the movie is Joy, the IVF story. This particular movie is based on a true event, a true story. This movie takes you on a journey of the world's first IVF baby. This baby was born on 20th of July 1978. The story starts from 1969 onwards. 69 around that time. A team of 3 people who have faith in a principle where they wanted women the choice to have a baby. This particular word choice is of great importance. This movie stars 3 characters. Jean Purdy, played by Thomasin McKenzie, Dr. Edwards, played by James Norton, Robert Edwards, played by James Norton, and Dr. Patrick Staptoe, played by Bill Nighy. These 3 characters, they come together in an effort to create world's first IVF baby. The question which they face, the dilemma which they face, is the ethical dilemma. People who are questioning their ethics, whether they want to play God. Then there is the lack of funds to create this thing, but the desire, the overwhelming desire to give women a choice to be a mother. Those women who cannot conceive because of different reasons, they wanted to be part of this program. There were letters and letters from all corners of UK coming to these people. Expectation to be part of this particular program where they might become a mother. This particular movie is a journey of these 3 people who somewhere in between even gave up their hope to create this particular great achievement. The first IVF baby came on 20th of July 1978 and the second IVF baby came on 3rd October 1978. The second IVF baby came in India and the doctor was Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay in Kolkata. In this particular movie, they are showing you the challenges, the difficulties, the ethical moral dilemma, the question of whether to go forward or not, how the things will work out, will the child be safe, will there be any abnormalities, because they are doing it for the first time. What you want to see in this movie is that this particular movie is set in the late 80s, around 1978, around 68-78 that time. When you look at this movie, you see that the language of the movie is full of a depth. There is a depth in the language and you like that language. There is a humor also, because sometimes difficult situations create humor. There is one particular scene where Jean Purdy, who is a nurse, asks one of the matron that when she comes to know that they are also doing abortion, the matron replies back. Jean Purdy tells the matron that how can you do that, how can you abort a child? Then the matron replies that you don't know how these girls end up coming here. You don't know about the pain. What we are doing here is creating babies. That is what Jean Purdy says. The character played by Jean Purdy. The matron says, no, we are giving women a choice to have a baby or not to have a baby. This particular word of choice sums up the whole movie. Right from the first scene to the last scene, you don't feel any kind of lag. This is almost a 2-hour movie, but you can easily get hooked on to this because it's a true story. There is one more particular scene which I remember where Jean Purdy asks Dr. Robert Edwards that for you these females must be just numbers for you. What answer he replies back is worth listening, and you need to go and watch that movie to listen to that answer, because if I tell you all the important things, it will be of no point. There is one particular scene where they go to a board of doctors to get an approval for this project, where there is a question of why do you want to increase the population of the world by creating this particular project? where you can give child to people who are lost all hopes for being a mother? The answer given by Dr. Robert Edwards again is very nice. He's kind of little strange, It comes with people who are very brilliant. They're little strange. So you have three different characters. Jean Purdy, who is bubbly, full of energy, but she also has her own share of problems. What problems? How does it relate to the movie? She says one dialogue where she says she's also jealous of the person who is going to get a child. Why does she say that? And then there's the other character called Patrick Steptoe, who is a gynecologist who had served in the Navy, and he also beautifully tells his own experience of the Navy. So when you're thinking of this movie as only from the scientific point of view, don't think about it as only a scientific experiment that is being shown. It is not shown in a documentary way. There are three different people. The three different people have their own share of stories and emotions, each apart from the main story, that is the work which they are doing for the first IVF. On a whole, very nice movie to watch. Lot of learning, because sometimes it is said that we all have to learn from someone others' experiences. But you see, there is one thing we should remember about this movie. This particular movie gives an salutations to all these people, these three important people, to understand the difficult journey that has created such a beautiful joy. Joy is the name of the child, first IVF. The second IVF child is called Durga. With this, we come to the end of the whole review. See you again. Bye bye and take care.